crumble?
No, I think it'll stay.
Crisscross applesauce, guys. Here's
Hello, everybody.
a bigger one.
No, that'll work. Has anybody ever read Big Al by Andrew Clemens? Okay, you have. Do you remember what it's about?
I think I read it. I think I read it in kindergarten or first grade.
It's a fun little book. It's probably one of my favorite
I
ones.
think I read it in Miss Russ's class.
Does anybody go to Energy Express? That's what I did over the summer in my county. I taught a lot of kids just like you. And today, whenever we're reading, whenever you see the word fish or hear the word fish, make a fishy face. And then whenever I say Big Al's name, say, Big Al! Okay, can we do that?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Big Al by Andrew Clemens.
Big Al.
Big Al! Where do you think Big Al lives? Just by judging from that
Big
picture?
Al.
In the ocean?
Yeah, I will. Fishy dog.
Big Al by Andrew
Big
Clemens.
Al.
Big Al.
I know what.
In the wide blue sea, there was a very friendly fish named Big Al.
Big Al.
You could not find a nicer fish. Where's the fishy faces? There's a couple. Big Al was also very, very scary.
I know what it's about. Yeah, he is scary.
He's a lionfish or something, isn't he? Other fish seemed to have at least one friend. Some had many. But Big Al had none.
Al.
He did not really blame the other fish. How could he expect little fish to trust a great big fish with eyes and skin and teeth like his? So Big Al was lonely and cried big salty tears into the big salty sea. But Big Al wanted friends, so he worked at it. First he tried wrapping himself up with seaweed. He thought it was a great disguise, but no one else did. Who wants to stop and talk to a floating plant that has big sharp teeth? Then he thought that if he puffed himself up round, the other fish would laugh and see how clever and silly he could be. All they saw was that how big he could be, and they stayed clear. There's the fishy faces.
Looks like a puffer.
He does look like a pufferfish.
Yeah, it is one. He might be.
Very early one morning, Big Al
Big Al.
went down to the bottom and flopped and wiggled himself into the sand until he was almost covered up. He looked much smaller. When the other fish came near, Big Al talked and joked with them and had a delightful time. But then one scratchy little grain of sand got stuck in his gill, and he sneezed. And when the clouds of sand cleared away, all the other fish were gone.
Big Al.
So he scared them all away. Big Al
Big Al.
even changed his color one day, so he could look like he belonged to a school of tiny fish passing by. He bubbled along with them for a while, laughing and feeling like he was just one of the crowd. But he was so big and clumsy that when all the tiny fish started to the left and then quickly back to the right, Big Al just plowed straight ahead.
Big Al.
Big Al.
Big Al.
He went bumping and thumping right into the little fish. There's a few fishy faces. Before he could even say excuse me, they were gone, and he was all alone again, sadder than ever. What do you think will happen to Big Al? Do you think he'll find a way to make friends?
Yes.
Just when Big Al was starting to be sure that
Big Al.
he'd never have a single friend, something happened. He was floating along, sadly watching some of the smaller fish, and was wishing they would come closer. As he watched, a net dropped silently from above, and in an instant they were caught.
I think I've never read this. He's gonna free the fish.
Big Al
Big Al.
forgot all about being lonely, and he forgot all about being sad. His eyes bulged out bigger and rounder than ever, and with a mighty flip of his tail he opened his mouth and charged straight at his net. The net was strong, but Big Al was stronger. He ripped right through it, and all the little fish rushed out through the hole. Now how do you think the little fish feel?
Happy.
Happy, grateful, thankful?
Yep.
But when Big Al tried to turn around, and go out of the hole, he got all tangled up in the net. He was stuck. The net went higher and higher toward the bright surface of the sea, and the little fish watched as Big Al as he disappeared above them. When the little fish were able to speak again, all they talked about was that huge, wonderful fish that had saved them. How great to be free, but what a shame that the big fellow had to be captured. Just then, there was a tremendous crashing splash above them, and all the small fish dashed away. Was it the net again? Not at all. It was Big Al.
Big Al!
Those fishermen took one look at him and threw him right back into the ocean.
Good. So good.
Yeah, you don't want a fish like that to eat, would you?
Dirty.
And now, there's one huge, puffy, scary, fierce-looking fish in the sea who has more friends than anyone else. Big Al. Big Al. So what did you think of that story?
It was awesome. I read it too.
So the whole time, he just wanted to make friends, but he kept trying to make himself seem like he was something else. All he had to do was be himself. So remember that when you're playing out in the playground, just be yourself and have fun.
That's
All
what I
right,
do sometimes.
thanks everybody for listening, and now it's whatever you need to do with them.
Hey, Big Al.
Excuse me, guys. Tell us a little bit about why you came to read to them. Was it incorporated into one of your subjects? Or?
Yeah, it's we're doing a teaching reading class at the college, and I'm training to be a teacher, so I had to come and read and prove that I can read good to everybody.
Yay! I think awesome.
What'd you think?
Awesome.
Thanks.
You're awesome.
That makes me feel
You're
good.
better than our teacher.
Oh, surely not.
I don't get to read to them very often.
Do you not?
Whoever said that? That was rude.
I don't care.
You're my third grade teacher. What kind of teacher are you going to be?
I'm going to be an English teacher in either the middle school or the high school.
Please be middle school. Please be middle school.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Be middle school. My sister's in middle school.
Is she? And everybody here is in what, second grade?
Do you know Skylar?
I don't think so.
That's my sister. And if you go to middle school, we will see you.
Maybe.
Hey guys,
And she's in grade.
is this your senior year?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be student teaching next semester.
Yay.
So in the next month or so, I'll be over here more than
At the
likely.
high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Energy Express.
Energy Express is fun. I recommend
I
it.
love
Yes.
it. We get to do art and stuff. Anyway.
Did you have a question?
What do you want, Mikey?
Thank you for reading to us.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. That's probably one of my favorite books.
Aww. Yeah, and after we read the story at Energy Express, they give us a copy of it.
They did. That's how I got one. Anybody else have any questions? Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's not
Would you
really a
like to
question,
pick-
but thank you.
Would you like to pick one off of our shelf? I have lots of picture books.
Yeah, I can read another one if you like.
Yeah, sure, you've got time.
All right, let's do that. I'll go ahead and stop this camera.